How many times have we asked our children to do their best at school? I'm James Anderson, and today I want to talk about how asking our children to do their best can often get in the way of them getting better. Author and speaker Eduardo Bracino, in his new book, or his latest book, The Performance Paradox, talks about how peak performers, skillful learners, have worked out that the best way to get better is not by doing your best all the time. That what we need to do is to split our time between doing our best and when we're doing better. And in the context of being a skillful learner, this means knowing when you should be in your performance zone and when you should be in your learning zone. When we ask our children to do their best, what many of them take away from that instruction is to get it right, to be perfect, to be reliable, to have a high standard. And so they run for their performance zone. And your performance zone is great. Your performance zone is for when you're performing, when you're trying to do your current best, when you want to minimize mistakes at work as adults. It's about being in your performance zone, doing a good job. But we don't get better by doing our best. We get better by stretching, challenging ourselves, going a little bit beyond our best into our learning zone. And the challenge with that is in our learning zone, we don't feel immediately comfortable. We don't know the answer straight away, and very often our standard can drop. When we're in our learning zone, we don't do our best. We stretch and struggle and challenge ourselves to do better, but temporarily our standard will go down. And so if we want our children to do their best, we need to change what we mean by that. And it's not about being consistent and reliable and having a high standard. Doing your best, particularly at school, has to mean doing better. It's about growth. It's about improvement. It's about getting better. And so the shift I want to see us make when we talk to our children about doing well at school, doing their best at school, is to recognise doing your best is about being a skillful learner. And skillful learners split their time between knowing when they should perform and get it right and minimise mistakes, and when they need to stretch and challenge themselves to get better. And the way I talk to my children in my classroom and my own child about doing their best, the little trigger I try to remember is to switch from trying to give a message of perfectionism to talk about improvementism. To not live in the moment of what did you just do, but to live in the past of the backstory and say, what did you do to get there? How much time have you spent in your learning zone? What are you doing to improve? So the next time you talk to your child about doing their best, listen to the back of your mind and recognise that we want to shift what we mean by their best to mean, what are you doing to get better?